making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, yeah. Things we're making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, yeah.
Hi, this is Heather from Strings and Threads. Welcome and thank you so much for being here. Today is Things We're Making Thursday. It's hard for me to say that without singing it, and I didn't want to torture you guys, so I thought I would just try and say it and not sing it today. But Things We're Making Thursday is a collab that there are a lot of channels now joining in, and I'm so excited about that. I'm really happy that there's so much interest in this. But I would like you to go in my description and check out who all is in it and make sure you check out what they're doing, because the great thing about this collaboration is that we get to see how each person puts their own spin on the patterns. So if you're not sure what Things We're Making Thursday is, it's picking a new pattern every month, and then we work on that throughout the month. It will be a free pattern so that anybody who wants to can participate. And each week we'll show our progress, and then the last week of the month we'll show our final projects and how they turned out. I will be posting a video. I actually already have it up. I just had it scheduled because I wanted to make sure that the music and everything was right for it. I have a video coming up of all of our friends who don't have their own channels, but we're still participating in it with us, who sent me pictures. I have a video of their finished projects too. So there's lots of ways to participate. If you're a channel, you can join in and show your progress every week. If you don't have a channel, you can just do it with us. Or Jenna from Jenna's Stitches created a Facebook page for us, and I'll have a link to the Facebook page in my description below. So feel free. That whole Things We're Making Thursday Facebook page, it's great because we do talk about the projects, but it's also a great community where we just have built up friendships and we talk yarny things. If you have questions about any kind of stitch, you know, it's getting to be a really big community. We have well over 100 members in there. So you would think with all of those people who are crocheters, if you had any kind of crochet question, you could go on there and somebody would know how to help you with that. And that's a lot of what's going on too. Just advice, just a lot of friendship and community, and I just love it there. So if you feel like you would like to become a part of that, please feel free to join the Facebook page. So this month, I don't have the pattern anymore. I'm not really sure what happened to it, but we did the Luxe Trio pillowcases, which was a free pattern from Yarnspirations, and it had 3 different designs for the pillowcases. So I did design 1 and 2, and then I tried 1 in 3, and I'll get into that as the video goes on, but I didn't, and I ended up pulling out the one that I did in pattern 3. It wasn't because I couldn't do the pattern, but with the yarn that I was using, it just didn't turn out right. But anyway, pattern number 1 was like bauble, popcorn type stitches. They were calling them cluster stitches, but this is the only pattern that I've ever seen it called cluster stitches. But oh, another thing about this pattern is that it called for Red Heart Dreamy, which is discontinued. So the very first week, I decided that I was going to try it with Karen Marble Cakes, which is a 4 weight, and the Dreamy is considered either 4 or 5 depending on where you look, because it has a fuzz to it, so that some places consider that 5. But this is how it turned out with the Karen Marble Cakes. The colorway on this, by the way, is Rosewater Plum, in case you were curious. So here's how that, if I get closer, maybe you could see some of those popcorn bauble stitches. And then the back I just did in Super Saver Black and put white buttons on. So that's how my first one turned out. And then the first week while I was working on this one, I was able to get some Red Heart Dreamy from Etsy. There was somebody on Etsy who was selling it. So I decided I would try it with the Red Heart Dreamy. And I really, really fell in love with it. So I did this second pattern basket weave stitch with the Red Heart Dreamy. I forget the name of the colorway. It was Sunset something, but I don't know that you can get it anymore. So this is how that pillow turned out. I decided with this pillow, I didn't have any pillow forms, and not that it's that difficult or expensive to get some, but I have a ton of stuffing here. So I just decided to do a straightforward back and stuff it. So I made my own pillow. And then I tried with the Red Heart Dreamy because I was able to get 2 skeins of it. I tried the third design, but I was not happy with how it was turning out. And if you wanted to look back at my video from last week, it's saved in my Things We're Making Thursday playlist. So if you were curious about how it looked, you can go back and look at that. I don't have I undid it, so I don't have it anymore to show you, but I decided to do another basket weave that matched. So now I'll have a matching set with the remainder of the Dreamy yarn. So now I have these 2, and I have them on the couch, and we all love them. The Dreamy feels so nice. It's a shame that they discontinued it, because I could see making other projects with this, even amigurumi. Like, this would make such a beautiful little, maybe not in this colorway, but this type of yarn would make such a really nice cozy teddy bear, or any kind of little stuffed lovey that you could think of. I mean, I'm basically using this pillow as a lovey. I just love it so much. I lean up against it every night. So that was how this month's went. And today we're announcing the pattern for next month. I don't have a physical copy of the pattern because it's on a blog, and there's lots of, somebody wrote an article about it, and there's lots of advertisements. So I just decided that I was going to look at the online, not print it, because I didn't want to have to pick and choose how to print it out. Like, I wouldn't be able to print the whole thing, or it'd probably be 175 pages. But I didn't want to have to go through and copy and paste and try and figure out what to print. So I just decided I would read it off the website. Now, and maybe I should just do this, but it's a free pattern on this blog site, but the creator of this pattern is Caitlin's Contagious Creations, and she also has a PDF without any ads pattern for sale on both Ravelry and Etsy for $3. And that seems like it would be an extremely reasonable price. So I'm still thinking about it as I'm working on it. If it's easier, if I feel like it's easier for me to print a copy of it, I will go ahead and buy it. But you don't have to purchase in order to have access to the pattern. I'll put a link to the pattern below. It's called Greek Goddess Wrap, and it's a wrap that you would wear around, and I believe it's intended to be like a lighter spring wrap. But you could make it with a thicker yarn and have it be something that's heavier. But my intent was to kind of follow that lighter yarn motif and make it like a spring thing, just to have with you on a chilly day, and then you can just take it off if it gets too warm. Again, it's called Greek Goddess Wrap. I'll have a link to the free pattern in the description, but in that free pattern, she does have a link you can click on should you want to purchase the ad-free PDF form of it. It's again on Ravelry and on Etsy. It calls for Lion Brand Wool Ease DK weight yarn, and I'm hearing from other stations that that's discontinued, which makes sense because I spent a lot of time trying to look for it and I couldn't find it anywhere. So I decided, since this is supposed to be, like, the wool ease that I could find was thick, and this is supposed to be like the cake, a thinner version of the yarn with wool in it in a cake, because it calls for 1,180 yards. And a lot of the woolies that I was seeing, the thicker stuff is like 200 something per skein, and it said you should use 2 skeins. I was like, well, that's not enough. So I've decided to go with the mandala cake. Well, actually, I'll do 2 of them. These are each 590 yards. So that will equal about what I need. Hopefully, I mean, I'm kind of a bigger girl, so maybe it might not end up being as big as I'd like it to be, but I love these colors. It's the same colorway, it's just probably caked differently. It's called Pegasus. I feel like these are nice spring colors. So it's Mandala, Lion Brand. I'll put the colorway up, Pegasus. And you don't have to do the same thing as me. I'm just showing you what I'm using. The fun part about all of this is seeing what everybody chooses and to see how it turns out with all of the different options. I will put a picture of what the wrap looks like at the end of this video so that you can see, since I don't have a physical picture of it to show you. But I wanted to thank you for stopping by and watching. If you've made it this far into the video, congratulations. I've decided to do a giveaway with my very first pillow cover, the one with the popcorn stitches. This will fit an 18 by 18 pillow form. So if you are interested, I don't know how the color is showing up there, but this is just black with white buttons. And then this front is like really pretty pinks and purples. Like I said, the colorway is called, I'm so sorry, I thought I had it right there. Rosewater Plum. If you're interested, I would like you to email me. My email is in the description. And put in the subject line, put pillowcase. And then on the inside of the email, just I'll need your name and address. And then this coming Sunday in 2 days, April 2nd, I believe. I'm sorry, not 2 days. I'm thinking it's Friday. In 3 days, Sunday, April 2nd, I will do a drawing for the winner. And then I'll ship it out on Monday. So thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking through to the end. I hope you have a great day, and just hang on for one more minute if you wanted to see a picture of how the wrap looks. Bye.